Okay, so I have to make this recording. Last night, I had a crazy dream, like most of the premonition and future past possible events. Anyway, I couldn't get the proper sleep. I was up every couple of hours, 2:22 and 4:04, and weird timestamps when I was looking at the clock. Anyway, the dream was about coming peace system. So there was a currency, the money value exchange reform. At first, in this dream, my bank accounts got frozen because I got outside of the system approval funds to my account and on the third party investment account, and the bank seized all the money on my account in this dream. Now, at first I thought there was something personally with me, but the next day, for some reason, there was a date. I couldn't make out the month, but it was in spring, and it was on the 8th of some sort of secular month. Anyway, the idea was that there was a day before a proclamation throughout the newsfeed about it, that the system had crashed and nobody's money was worth anything anymore. They had to bring in the new system. Now, in the stream, I wasn't aware of that proclamation because I didn't watch the mainstream propaganda news or the how you call it, propaganda newspapers, the feed. I wasn't tuning into this. Anyway, long story short, everybody's assets were frozen, everybody's assets were seized, and everybody was given some sort of token replacement for the money, and everybody got, no matter who you were, everybody got 120 these new tokens for their entire month as a UBI, universal basic income. Now, this ties very closely, very directly into CBDCs. They will track all your financial dealings, and if you even think about doing something self-sufficient that's against the mainstream narrative, they will confiscate your resources, or they will decline the transaction for the purchase of the whatever you desire. This dream was so surreal. The smells, the vibrant colors, the senses, everything, like I was living through it. Only thing I couldn't put my finger on it was how old was I, because in this dream I was fairly young. I felt fairly young, but I maybe was in my current age, give or take 5 years. I see something happening 2027 summer and something happening 2031 Purim. Because on this Purim 2024, it's the first end of the first 7 of the 20 years countdown to current tribulations in our times, our events. And they seem to be ramping up. So again, watch out for the last Sabbath and the following day on the February 2024. Be mindful, look all the traps, don't get caught up, don't get caught in, don't get fooled. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't do anything, but just don't let anyone deceive you, because something is happening. The nightmarish future past dreams that I've been having since a little child, their frequency is getting more intense, and I'm having these dreams way sooner than I should, according to what I've been through up to this point, because I fairly know around the time when I'm gonna start having these dreams and having these deja vu moments. Like a few weeks ago, the things I was doing, it was like, I already gone through this, I already know what's coming. I just want this day to be over, because this is just boring and stupid to me. Little did I know that there were other events happening around those times. People were crying out, people were raising their voices, and yet the ones they look up for just muzzle them and shut them down. There is shuffling the text, shuffling the board. Things are happening behind the scenes. Things are ramping up, and I just can't figure out what these dreams are exactly showing me or warning me about. Because in spring, no, not spring, last fall, fall feast, the Feast of Trumpets, and the Feast of the Tabernacles. Yeah, trumpets was the first day of the cosmical creators calendar. Day 1 of the month 7, but the Feast of Tabernacles is from the 14th to the 22nd, 8 days. So I had a premonition during one night, and I couldn't understand it. And during that time, I paused looking at the news and all that. I just needed to take a breather. And when I caught up with the newsfeed that I'm usually following, 2 days later, basically they announced the attack on Israel, the false flag that brought us this current war and the genocide of the Palestinian people. And nobody's doing anything to stop it. It's just perpetual war, same as in Ukraine. Nobody cares about 2014, what the American government did, how the CIA officially cooked this regime, and people are just so blinded by the hate and mayhem all around us. They want to pick a narrative and decide, oh, this goes with what I subscribe to. So all aboard. No, you have to see the real implications behind those things. Anyway, counting down. One more week to go. Just be mindful of the Purim. Just be mindful. Sabbath and Sabbath before the Purim. Purim and Sabbath before the Purim. Yeah, that's the cosmical month 10, 14 and 15. Maccabees, Book of Maccabees, Book of 1, Book of 2, and of course Book of Esther, and in the Apocrypha, the end or the rest of the Book of Esther, that canonized 66 books have taken out the original 81 books, 16 or 11 or even 15 something. They had all this information in, but the Roman Catholic Church just excluded them because they don't want you to know that they hijacked everything and they're running the show. The prisoners are running the prison. So be mindful. Don't get caught up with the lies. I don't know how well this video sounded, but I just had to make this recording because it's a low point. There's something happening. Something regarding of 8. Day 8 or date 8. I don't know. Really good. This stream was so crazy. There was so much more into this, but I just can't put it into words because this was so messed up. Anyway, shalom.